Hey guys, DBC here. Just thought we'd bring a deck profile for you guys of the new Announcer deck. This is a reboot leader that just got released with this new set, and it's going to be featured in one of our new deck battles that we're going to do here right away. So let's get into it. So this is your front side. He's got the permanent of you cannot include non-world tournament battle cards or multicolored cards in your deck. He also has a permanent that we get to treat all world tournament cards in all areas as if they had no specified cost and ignore any leader colorment requirements on world tournament cards. Now that's a new skill for him. Before we were stuck with certain leaders having certain cards, which made it really difficult. He gets to awaken at 4 or less, and he gets to switch 2 energy to active mode. His permanent's still the same on this side. He's got an auto when he attacks now to draw a card. And we get this really nice ability that you get to abuse of active main once per turn for 1 colorless. Choose 1 world tournament card in your battle area. Choose up to 1 battle card from your hand with a card name in the chosen card skill text and play it. And I'll give you some examples as soon as we get into it. Alright. So we have 4 Talent Awakening Pans. She's our Self-Awakener. When she swings, she's going to gain 10 and bounce back to our hands at the end of the turn. It's a pretty nice card. Here's another really good one here. We have Dende. What he allows us to do is when we play him, we get to search for a world tournament card with energy cost of 5 or less, send it to our warp, and we're going to get it back to our hand at the beginning of our next turn. Then he has the active main of 2. We get to choose, if your leader's a world tournament card, we get to send him to our drop area and play a world tournament with the energy cost of 3 to our warp, and it'll come into play at the beginning of our next turn. And we're running 3 of them. We got 4 Hercule, the proudest grandpa. He's going to work with our Pan. He's got barrier, and when Pan's in play, you get to draw 2 cards and switch 1 of your energy to active mode at the end of your turn. Here's our Pan. She has the built-in dual attack. If your leader card is blue, which we no longer have to worry about, and Hercule, the proudest grandpa, is in play in your battle area, this card's going to gain 10k and double strike. So 25k double strike dual attack. Good way to end some games here. Now, it's personal preference on what super combo you want to use. I went with blue because we're running about a blue-green mid-range deck. So we use our 4, and these ones are nice because of the World Tournament text. We actually get to use them at 5 instead of your regular 4. And we got a blue staple card here, Sensu Bean. For 1, we get to untap 2 and gain +5. Such a good card. Now this is one of my favorite cards. When you start turn 1 and you're on the play, it's great. So when you play this card, if your leader card is a World Tournament card and your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, they choose 1 and discard them. So you start the game with 6 cards in your hand, so turn 1 they're pitching 1. We got the Kami here, or hero in this case. So he's going to work with a Piccolo card that we're going to see here soon. So if Piccolo Jr. is in play, from your hand, if your leader card is a green world tournament, get to ignore. This card gains 10k in crit, and your opponent has to play 3 cards from their hand to their drop area. And then we can't use the ability again for the rest of the turn. But for them to be able to pitch 3 cards off a simple play, which we're going to abuse off of his active main. We got the Piccolo Jr. here, built-in critical. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of each of your opponents and yours battle cards, and we're going to KO him. If we KO'd the Kami, he's going to gain 10k in triple for the turn. So 30k triple strike, we're just going to end a game. And then they also pitch the 3, which so much power. We got the Matahito here. Counterplay. Basically, if your opponent's playing a battle card that has more energy, that costs more energy than what they have, we can get rid of it. Super universal. We got our Announcer Play-by-Play Pro. We're running 4. On your opponent's turn, there are counterplays, and if you play them on your turn, you get to draw 2 cards. So if you want some card advantage, or you can use them as negates, which also work in junction with our power bursts. Announcer Ever Curious. top 7 for a World Tournament card. Play it in your hand, shuffle your deck if you went through it. Another really good one. And here we got our 4 power bursts. Counter attack. If your leader card is black, negate the attack, and then choose up to 1 of your black battle cards from your drop area with an energy cost of 1 and add it to your hand. So we can grab the Announcer Ever Curious or Play-by-Play Pro if you want more negates in your hand. Essentially, if you choose the Play-by-Play Pro, you get to recycle them, so that'll give you about 8 negates off of them, plus these 4. Another puts us at a total of 12. And we also got the permanent of Sparking that you can rip 1 life and use the ability instead of paying the cost. Protector of the People. Now, for newer people, they won't know about the Bergamo in blue from World Tournament, but it's got the same ability, but in black. So we get to negate the attack, and if you choose 1 card in your hand, place it in your drop area. If you do, choose up to 1 of your leader cards, and it gains the following effect till the end of the turn. When this card is attacked by a battle card, it gains 5k power for the turn. So if they keep swinging into you and you've got negates, you're just going to get stronger and just kind of end the battles there. And then we got our secret rare here. Goku and Oob. Double Strike, Dual Attack, Ultimate. Permanent if your leader card is a World Tournament and there are 6 or more energy in both energy areas, so you and your opponent, we get to decrease the energy cost of this card in our hand by 2. Pretty good, 6 isn't bad. But it's this auto. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 of each from your opponent's life, energy, and play them at the bottom of the owner's deck. So even if they negate it, because this is an auto, this has to go off and resolve. So because it has dual attack, regardless, you're getting 2 cards from their energy and life. And on turn 6, that could put them down to 4 energy, and you still have this on the board, which is really good. So there's your profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember that we're going to be doing some battles here soon. I'm going to be planning to do Announcer, and I think we're going to throw in another Reboot Leader. So if you guys wouldn't mind giving us a follow, like, comment, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.